Welcome to Surviving the Side Hustle, the podcast for high performers who've gone all in, but still feeling a little stuck. I'm your host, Rob Tracz, coach, speaker, and creator of the Prime Performance Process. If you're a solopreneur, small business owner, or just launched your side hustle and you're tired of grinding with no momentum, this is for you. Every week, we bring you guests that have broke the code, generated momentum, and finally got unstuck. And we're diving into their stories, their struggles, and their secrets to generating massive momentum in both their personal and professional lives. We don't do fluff here. We do frameworks, real talk, and share the kind of insights that get you unstuck for good. Welcome, and let's get rolling. But before we dive in, I got to remind you, if you're overwhelmed, spinning your wheels, or just tired of hustling without the results, it's time for a Prime Performance Strategy session. In this free call, we'll zoom out on your life and business, identify the real reason you're feeling stuck, and build a game plan to help you reclaim your confidence, energy, and gain some clarity so you can get back to doing what you set out to do. Lead, grow, and thrive. This isn't surface level coaching. It's a system built on resilience, intentionality, clarity, and alignment. So head over to survivingthesidehustle.com/free call to grab your spot today. Again, that's survivingthesidehustle.com/free call. Let's get going and help you look good, feel good, and do great things. Welcome back to another Friday recap clip of Surviving the Side Hustle. This week's question for you is, what if the real measure of success isn't the scoreboard, but it's your effort? That's the main message I got from this week's guest, Quinn Magnuson, a former professional football player who went from the CFL to the boardroom and built an entire movement around one powerful truth. You can't control outcomes, only your attitude and effort. This week, I had an incredible conversation with Quinn. And as I said before, he's a former pro athlete turned leadership and performance coach from the British Columbia, Canada. After chasing greatness on the field and burning out chasing results, he discovered what really matters. Focusing on the effort you give every day, not just the results you achieve. Today, he leads the effort over results movement, helping leaders, athletes, and entrepreneurs build resilience, grit, and purpose by controlling the controllables. Through effort over results, Quinn coaches organizations to create cultures that recognize effort, foster psychological safety, and inspire growth without burning people out. He's on a mission to shift companies from results-only workplaces to resilient, people-first environments where teams thrive, not just survive. So this week, we got another 3 main takeaways from this conversation. And the first takeaway here is your environment shapes your evolution. From growing up in poverty to teaching high school and running a junk removal franchise and now coaching executives, Quinn's path was nowhere near linear. Every change, whether chosen or forced, became a catalyst for growth. His message, change is uncomfortable, but it's the only way we grow. The second takeaway I got for you guys is that psychological safety creates productivity. Quinn reminded us that people don't hate change, they hate being changed. Whether you're leading a team or building a business, your people need to feel safe before they can perform. Safety doesn't mean softness. It means clarity, communication, and compassion. And the third takeaway I got for you guys is effort builds excellence. Burnout happens when all we value are results. But when we shift our focus to effort, to the process, the reps, and the learning, we reignite motivation, build resilience, and sustain performance long term. Quinn summed it up perfectly. He said, recognize effort, not just outcomes, because that's what keeps people growing. Now, to relate these takeaways to you and some of the stuff that I deal with every single day in prime performance. That first takeaway, all about how environment shapes evolution, that connects directly to prime principle number one about resilience. See, growth happens when we embrace challenge and adapt to change instead of resisting it. So many times where there's either leveling up new opportunities or taking on or starting a new project, for example. Say you got a new product that you're trying to launch, or you've got a new coaching service or something like that. It's going to take new obstacles and new responsibilities and new things for you to do. You got to grow into a new person. You got to challenge yourself. And you can't just bury yourself with a million things on your to-do list. You got to be systematic about it. You got to think about it, like going back to my old strength and conditioning with progressive overload. You need to find ways that you can slowly ratchet up your skills to build that confidence. But you also have to be aware of your recovery too. You got to pay attention to how much you're outputting so that you can adjust accordingly and continue to grow at an appropriate speed and rate. The second takeaway from Quinn about how psychological safety, that aligns very well with prime principle number 5 of social support and influence. See, influence starts with empathy. You can't lead people you don't understand. And so many times where I'm talking to people, especially at networking events, where they just come straight in and they're like, here, take my business card. I do X, Y, and Z. This will be great for X, Y, or A, B, and C type of person. And I'm just like, cool, dude. Like, one, this doesn't pertain to me at all. And B, I'm not going to do the selling for you and your job. Like, slow down, like, connect with me, like, be interesting enough to get invited to go to sushi with me. And then maybe we can talk a little bit more business. People go into these things and they just think it's, to a certain degree, it is a numbers game, but you still need to develop these relationships. That's where you stay top of mind. You can connect with people and you can make a lasting impact too. Like, people who you can relate to and you can know and understand what they're doing and going through and try to help. People are going to want to come back with, I don't know, network people, resources for you if you help them do what they're trying to do as well. And the third takeaway from Quinn about how effort builds excellence mirrors the efficiency and optimization. It's all about refining your process, honoring your progress, and recognizing that small wins compound over time. And it's perfect too, because every day, systemized, whether you like it or not, you're following some sort of routine and you got habits. It's like, and it doesn't take that much effort to just audit your habits and your routines and tweak them slightly so that you can crank up a little bit more effort, or you can smooth something out so it's not as hard to create that stuff. For example, going through a lot of content creation things. I've been switching up different types of software that I've been using and trying to streamline as much stuff as I can. But that doesn't substitute the effort that I still have to go put into actually recording the content and creating the clips and going into social media and still engaging in the social media. As systematized as I can try to get with the creation process of it, you still got to engage, you still got to show up, you still got to put in those reps and put that effort in. So if you taking anything from this episode or the guest interview episode with Quinn and you're interested in learning more about him or his work, please head over to effortoverresults.com, where you can explore his entire EOR coaching, his podcast, and soon to be released book, Effort Over Results: The Secret to Grit, Growth, and Greatness. Also, he's offering something special for 2025 for the end of this year, maybe a little bit into the next year. And that's a money back guarantee for US organizations that bring him in for EOR training. That's how much he believes in this and his work too. Also, don't forget to follow him on Instagram or YouTube under the @Effort Over Results for daily leadership lessons and real world stories. Again, this conversation was powerful, and it's great to have Quinn on because it hits home like many other episodes, but this one specifically because it ties right into the coaching and everything. And remembering that you can't control every outcome, but you can control how you show up, whether you're in the gym, on the stage, or building a business, the game doesn't change. Effort is everything. And if you want to start your week strong with a community focused on consistent growth, join our Momentum Mastermind. It's live every Monday, and you can get signed up at survivingthesidehustle.com/mastermind. And to wrap things up for this call this week, the challenge I have for you is to track your effort instead of your results. Write down one area where you've been measuring by outcomes, maybe business growth, fitness goals, or maybe content engagement, and instead measure how consistently you're showing up. Ask yourself daily, did I give my best effort today? That simple question can change your trajectory. And when you're done, make a post on social media or shoot me a DM over at Instagram at Rob Tracz and share one area you're shifting from results to effort this week. Remember, you can't control every result, but you can always control your response. So stay intentional, stay resilient. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you. Peace, 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 peace. And that's it for this episode of Surviving the Side Hustle. If you found this valuable, the best way to support the show is to rate and review on Apple or Spotify. It helps get the show in front of more driven individuals just like you, and helps them discover the tools to get unstuck, break through burnout, and build something real. And you can always connect deeper with me, our guests, or grab free resources at survivingthesidehustle.com/Rob. Whether it's a strategy call, the Prime Performance Personality Quiz, some of our products, or just to check out our free content library, connect with us over at survivingthesidehustle.com/Rob. And hey, remember this, you weren't meant to just grind. You were built to grow. So stay conscious, stay committed, and keep showing up. Peace, guys.